Sunday at 5 on Fox 23, KDSI.
At Wright Building Center, Haas cabinets are the choice for quality and craftsmanship. Handsome woods, hand-built doors found in all Haas cabinets. When it comes time to choose your cabinets, choose Haas. Beautiful, functional, and perfectly styled cabinetry. So come in and choose your cabinets from the pros at Wright Building Center. You'll be glad you did.
At Wright Building Centers, with all that we've got, you've got it made.
Blue Hinson Fighting Illini basketball camp gives players ages 9 to 18 a chance to improve during the summer months. Special features.
Welcome back to Assembly Hall. We're in Champaign, Illinois today, where Michigan leads Illinois 32-24 at halftime. And how about a look at some other scores around the country on the Budweiser scoreboard. Big Ten, a thrilling game at Williams Arena in Minneapolis, with Minnesota winning to go 3-1 in the league, beating Michigan State 70-66. In the Big Eight, it was Oklahoma State over Iowa State 85-67. That game played at Gallagher Hall. Elsewhere in overtime, 91-83, Florida State beat Maryland. And at halftime, 39-32, Southern Mississippi leads Virginia Tech. Penn State 87, Miami 73, a final score. And later tonight, Indiana plays Northwestern in the Big Ten. That's at Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston. Some of the other scores around the country on the Budweiser scoreboard. Right here, 32-24, Michigan. Wolverines are back on the court. We'll be back with more right after this. The Naismith Award is given annually to the nation's top basketball player. Let's take a look at some of this year's candidates. Jimmy Jackson of Ohio State, Bobby Hurley of Duke, Adam Keefe of Stanford, and Alonzo Mourning of Georgetown. We'll keep you updated on the top Naismith candidates throughout the season. And now a look at a previous Naismith Award winner.
Domino's Pizza presents Naismith Award winners. After leading New York's Power Memorial Academy to 71 straight victories, Lou Alcindor continued his march of triumphs at UCLA, spearheading the Bruins to an 88-2 record during their unprecedented 3-year NCAA title reign. The graceful giant, known later as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was arguably the greatest college hoop star ever, an ideal choice in 1969 as the first Naismith Award winner.
Up an unidentified ship, sir.
Yeah?
I hear music, people laughing.
Sounds like a tango.
Nah, merengue. Norwegian Cruise Line.
Mambo.
Special fares are now available.
I like that.
Call your travel agent today.
Wow. Let's get permission to come aboard, sir.
A lot of cars are taking aim at the imports these days. Well, one American car is very much on target. Buick. Here's their latest hit, the all-new 1992 Skylark. Completely redesigned with more power and advanced features like standard anti-lock brakes. The Skylark for 1992. It's got everything you've been looking for. Plus the one thing only Buick can offer you. Buick quality.
Let's take a look at our Big Ten basketball is brought to you by Aflac, by Buick, and by True Value Hardware. Both teams are set to go in the second half, with Michigan leading Illinois 32-24 with Bill Hoskin. I'm John Rooney, and we're glad to have you along today. And now let's take a look at the Gillette first half stats. Big difference in the field goal shooting, with Michigan 54%, 27 for the Fighting Illini. On the free throw line, 17 free throws for the Illini, only 6 for Michigan.
And that's what's really held them in the ballgame. Only 6 field goals in that first half, and no three-point field goals for the Illini.
There's a big difference in the rebounding, Bill, but Illinois got an awful lot of fouls. Michigan fouls in getting into good rebound position, but there is a 9-rebound difference at halftime.
Of course, the Illini, they lead the league in board play. Not here today, as it's doubled at halftime. Michigan helped them a little bit with 11 turnovers in the first half.
Off the bench, 9 points for Illinois, 3 for the Michigan Wolverines, but it's Michigan leading 32-24 at the half. Individual scoring for the first half, Howard and Bosco with 9 each, and Chris Webber had 6. For the Fighting Illini, Deion Thomas with 6, Taylor 5, Wheeler and Pierce with 4 each. Michigan with the ball. Talley, Howard, Bosco, Weber, and Rose on the court for the Wolverines. And a man-to-man defense for Illinois with Michael, Thomas, Clemens, Bennett. This is Bosco missing his first shot, and Bennett clearing the boards for Illinois. And Brooks Taylor, the other member of the starting five for the Fighting Illini in the second half, getting the ball up to Clemens.
Illinois playing it very soft on the outside and not wanting to grant the inside move. That time Bosco with a good cut nearly got the easy one.
Illinois down by 8. This is Bennett with an air ball, and Howard clears for Michigan.
Freshman against freshman. Bennett not looking comfortable, realized he had Weber, the shot blocker, behind him, and Weber trying to stay out of further foul difficulties.
Howard from the high post inside for Weber. A good catch by Weber, and he's fouled. You tried to make one of those great catches inside, didn't you? And you have your finger in a splint here.
Yeah.
Number 3 on Taylor. Number 1 against
John, there are peaks and valleys to every career. Sometimes you just don't expect a baseball pass from 8 feet.
Rose with the basket.
Galen Rose.
And you pay for it long after. Rose scores only his second field goal today and has 7 points, averaging just under 20 a game coming in. Back to a 10-point lead, the biggest of the day for Michigan. This is Bennett all the way in. And he's fouled. He didn't get the dunk. But the foul is on James Bosco, his third.
Good aggressive play by Bennett. 4 was cleared on the left-hand side, and the help is simply not there. You see Rose leaving and not knowing where the ball is. Help gets there, but it's a little bit late, and it's the form of a personal foul.
Brooks Taylor. Robert Bennett.
And now Robert Bennett to the free throw line.
Of course, this is a place that Bennett would much rather have had the dunk than go to the line. Came into today shooting 22%.
And he has one more shot here. He's 3 out of 6 from the free throw line today. All of his points are from the line. Making his first start for the Fighting Illini, and he missed both. Weber rebounds for Michigan. That was tipped by Clemens, saved by Talley. Juwan Howard from the baseline and off the glass.
Good strong move by Howard inside as he gets to 240 pounds going backwards, and the defender really had nowhere to go that time.
Biggest lead now for Michigan at 12 points after leading by 10 several times.
Double team on Deon Thomas.
Wheeler inside the three-point line, working on Rose. 18 minutes left in the second half. Wheeler's fouled by Rose. A reach in, that's his first foul.
That's just a case of one player moving well without the ball. The other a little bit stationary. Wheeler took it down the right side, swings underneath the basket, comes back out on top to receive the pass.
And T.J. Wheeler, a sophomore from Buckner, Illinois, is on the free throw line. He's 2 for 2, 3 for 3 today. An 87% shooter. Averaging 7-2 a game.
The Illini really hurt right before the season, and they found out that Kaufman, their leading scorer from a year ago, was going to be academically ineligible. So he's sitting out this year, and with him went 21 points a game.
An air ball on a 3-try off the backboard, and it's Illinois' ball. Many people feel that with Kaufman, Illinois would only have a couple of losses. And after all, last year he challenged the single season scoring record and fell shy by 8 points at Illinois. They expect him back next year. Wheeler shoots for 2.
That last time down, the fans were getting on Rose, saying it was an air ball, but he either faked everybody out because that's what he was attempting to do.
Rose to Weber.
Last time it was eye contact with Howard that didn't make up. This time he communicates well with Chris Weber, and he takes care of business inside.
And he aired that one out. 38-28, back to a 10-point lead. Michigan playing man-to-man. Michael finds Bennett. Nice catch inside by Thomas, but he stripped of the ball by Talley. And a great catch by Rose in the backcourt. All the way in for Weber, who gets his rebound and scores.
When the game gets to that tempo, it'll just favor Michigan. You see the smile on Weber's face. guy is really something. He can really get out and run the floor and has a great set of hands.
Deion Thomas inside for Michael. And Clemens will reset the Illinois offense.
Every possession is so important for Illinois.
Saved by Bennett for Wheeler on the baseline jumper. Wheeler has scored 6 in the second half and has 10 for the game. 10-point lead for Michigan with the ball.
You get the feeling right now that if Illinois doesn't stay in this one at this juncture, they're going to get blown right out of here at home. Michigan trying to get it up tempo. Shots are available, especially from the outside. They're so cautious of what can happen to them inside.
And inside, it's Talley, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That time, Michigan was a little more patient. And second chance points really favored Michigan by 9 in this one. But Michigan was a little more patient. Another pass or 2 in the offense rather than taking the first shot that becomes available.
Well, one of the dangers I think you create for yourself when you decide to play the soft defense is when the ball does get inside, you really have to turn it on and anticipate. And that time they were standing still, kind of granting the outside moves, and also left themselves wide open to the good cut by Michael Talley.
Talley's first point. A 63% free throw shooter, makes it an 11-point game. He's trying to equal Michigan's biggest lead today with this free throw. 15:59 left in the second half. And Talley has his first 2 points today, averaging 8-3 a game for the season. At 15:59 left in the second half, it's Michigan 42, Illinois 30 from Assembly Hall in Champaign.
Can't believe he broke it at the company picnic.
Incredible. Our employee health plan covers him, right?
Not deductibles or co-payments.
So he has to lay out his own money.
Gaps in your health plan can be costly. Aflac can help. Aflac is a leader in supplemental insurance with 35 years of dependable service. Today, employees of over 80,000 companies count on Aflac for the peace of mind to get on with life.
Any ideas?
Yeah, Aflac.
Aflac, insuring over 35 million people worldwide.
Most guys kick back on the weekends. Jack, on the other hand, good. So, how do you feel?
Ready to rock and roll.
Only one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Budweiser.
Tomorrow,
we're sleeping in.
Lock-in performance. Lock-in low cost. Lock-in safer handling. Lock-in rootworm control with Thymet insecticide. Thymet provides protection equal to diphenydd and lorazepam, and it costs a lot less. And now, get Thymet in the new fast-loading lock-and-load closed handling system. So look again at Thymet and lock in more profits.
With the great athletic ability the Wolverines possess, they love this play right here, Bill, and it didn't connect this time.
Well, if you don't succeed the first time, you try again. Everybody yelled air ball, but Rose at 6'8" with that good vision was really throwing an alley-oop to Howard. Then they come right back with it, this time to Weber. Thank you very much.
They love that play and work it many times. And there really hasn't been that much to cheer about for the Fighting Illini crowd.
She's going to clean the glasses and talk to the people, arms folded.
Just waiting for something to happen here today, and most of the good things that have happened have gone the other way for Michigan. And inside the lane, Michigan with 23 points compared to Illinois' 10.
I didn't think it could get that way here, especially after Chief Milanovic danced at halftime.
Sure.
That'll help it.
That's a 3 from Michael. We thought Michael had a 3 in the first half. They only gave him 2. I guess he was standing on the line, but he does get credit for that three-pointer and has 5 today. Pierce with the steal for the Fighting Illini. Now the crowd's back in.
Good quick move by Deion Thomas. He moved his feet, just didn't reach with the upper body, but he moved his feet at the same time and knocked that pass away.
Now Pierce with a step inside Weber. And fouled by Howard inside. 3 on Juwan Howard.
Well, Pierce is a big guy, but he's very comfortable facing the basket. Puts the ball on the floor with the left hand, makes a good strong move inside, and he'll go shoot a pair. Many times today they cleared out a side of the floor, primarily the left side. The help is there, but the help is late.
Pierce is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. One more shot with Illinois down 42-33. Illinois won both games last season. Pierce has 5 points. 42-34 Michigan. Weber at the point. Bosco finds Jimmy King. Talley with a good pass low for Weber, and he walked with the ball. I think he was surprised he was so wide open at the baseline after catching the ball.
Oh, and he puts that big mid up. He has a great target inside and an excellent pass.
Really good hands. Watch this catch.
That's probably why he doesn't shoot his free throws too well. I think his hands are too big. Chamberlain used to have that problem. Looked like a softball or a volleyball in his hands. Weber's with the monstrous hands.
Wheeler with the step to the baseline. And Michael will back it out to the three-point line, but Bosco all over him. And a foul on Howard away from the ball. And Howard and Thomas going at it.
Number 25.
That's 4 on Howard. Eric Riley will come off the bench and replace Howard in the Michigan lineup. Now look inside near the lane.
Well, moments ago we saw Thomas really moving his feet, and this time Howard was all over his back.
Pierce on the miss. King clears it out for Michigan. Weber will bring it back out. And Talley has it at the point. Riley loses the ball out of bounds off Illinois. Michael and Pierce were with Riley at the baseline. Michigan's ball from the baseline.
Michigan might have gotten a break on that one. It looked like Riley lost control of it as he was going up.
King off the inbounds play in the miss. Rennie Clemens in the lane for the Fighting Illini. And Lou Henson up off the bench, wanting some movement from his offense. Pierce using up the dribble. Now Michael inside Bosco, and a block called on Bosco. That's his 4th foul. Bosco with 4. 4 on Howard. 3 on Weber. 3 on Riley.
In for the Wolverines.
And Jalen Rose comes back in. Rose for Bosco. Team fouls, 5 for Michigan, 2 for Illinois in the second half. Illinois is down 42-34.
4th foul on Bosco, team's 5th.
That was what Lou Henson was saying yesterday, Bill, that Illinois can do a lot of things right, technique with the rebounds and work on the free throw shooting, but they just have to get the shots down. No goaltending call on the block by Weber.
Ball is still on its way up.
Rose is fouled. Steve Fisher jumps up off his bench as you see Lou Henson about to make a change in his lineup, and Fisher was applauding the efforts of that block in the fast break. Let's see what you think. See if it is goaltending.
Well, we'll have an advantage here that the officials do not have, as we'll get the second look. Ball not quite to the glass. It was very close to the glass, but from that angle, it looks like it's still on the way up.
2 shots for Rose. He has 7 points. 8.
But you also got a good look at the athletic ability of this Michigan team after that block shot. They really get out and run.
Taylor and Clemens have 3 fouls. Howard and Bosco 4 each. Weber and Riley 3 each.
All the people in Michigan that are in foul difficulty are on that front line.
And Wheeler with the rebound of Jalen Rose's miss. The Illinois fans want a basket, just like the Illinois players on this trip down.
Thomas was open that time, but Pierce didn't have the good angle.
The 3 try doesn't go for Michael. Pierce tries to take it back up and gets fouled. The diver in the middle of the lane that time for the personal foul, his second.
Michigan, Rich McIver, number 44. Number 2 on McIver.
One thing about the three-point shot, when they miss, many times you have the long rebound opportunity. That's what Pierce picks up inside and tries to muscle it up. He'll shoot a pair.
Pierce is 4 for 5 from the free throw line today, 6 points. Taylor out, Clemens in. Pierce from Euless, Texas. The only member of the Fighting Illini basketball team from outside the state of Illinois. 6 points for Pierce. 43-35 Michigan. King into the lane for McIver, and a travel.
McIver that time trying to make his move to the basket before he'd really caught the ball. Simply hadn't gotten control of it. A little too anxious to get it up.
Now Clemens leading the offense on the attack for Illinois with 12:50 left.
Michael coming off the double screen.
And a steal by Rose, picking Michael clean. Talley on the breakaway. Talley gets his first field goal. Tack on 2 free throws. He has 4 today.
Great hands by Jalen Rose. Michael got a little casual with it and paid the price.
Pierce was open, then shut off quickly by Jimmy King. Pierce from the baseline. He'll bring it back up to the wing. Now to the baseline, and a blocking foul's called. Illinois is going right to Michigan and getting the fouls, but they can't seem to get much else out of their offense. They can't get a field goal.
Foul against Michigan.
9 out of 29 shooting, Bill. 31% for Illinois.
In for Michigan, number 4, Chris Webber. Sitting down.
They've also missed 9 free throws, hitting on 16 of 25.
17 fouls on Michigan, so a 1-and-1 here for Scott Pierce.
Scott Pierce, 1-and-1.
3 fouls on McIver. And Riley rebounds the miss by Pierce. That's King. Back up to Rose, around for Talley.
Pretty tough game when the ball doesn't go in the hole.
Yeah, it's terrible here. Wheeler bumped Rose, no basket. That was before the shot.
You can do a lot of things right in this sport, but if you can't finish, either on the inside move or at the free throw line, it really becomes difficult.
Very quiet Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois. Michigan 45, Illinois 35. We'll be right back.
You'd rather walk than drive an American car. You think no American car can match the quality of an import. You figure if it isn't foreign, it isn't for you. You wouldn't give an American car the time of day. Well, in case you haven't noticed, times have changed. Introducing the new Skylark. This is the Buick that's going to change a lot of impressions about Buick.
Home fires can start in any room. So protect your home with the twin pack of First Alert Family Guard smoke detectors from True Value hardware stores. Put one on every level of your home. Each alarm comes with a 9-volt battery and a 30-day low battery signal. Get the twin pack of First Alert Family Guard smoke detectors for just $9.77 while supplies last at True Value, the neighborhood hardware stores with national chain store buying power.
Larry Zonka, 3 straight Super Bowls. After that, he went to sea. Sports personalities, as well as our own team of sports instructors, help host Norwegian Cruise Line cruises. No other cruise line has such an all-star lineup. Norwegian Cruise Line, the best vacation you've ever had. Plus, contact with someone like number 39, Larry Zonka.
Talks to his Fighting Illini to our left, and the Illini just have not been shooting well with 9 of 29 from the field, 18 of 33 for Michigan, but from the free throw line, Illinois has had opportunities today, 16 of 26. Had they been perfect, we'd have a tie game, Bill.
If and but.
You're right. Michigan hasn't been giving Illinois very many shot opportunities in the second half. Riley with the miss, and the ball's tipped in by Rose. Oh, they give that to Weber. They give that to Weber. Weber has 12. And a 12-point lead for Michigan, the biggest of the day. They achieved that earlier in the second half. Thomas guarded by Riley. Finally, Thomas gets inside and scores his first field goal of the second half, and he has 8 points.
Good move, and of course Riley trying to keep from picking up another personal. Here's
Air
the
ball
strength
for
of Michigan
Rose.
as they get it down inside. This time Rose loses it.
And Wheeler brings it across midcourt while hounded by Rose. A 10-point game favoring Michigan. Wide open inside Wheeler, and that's blocked by Riley with Weber clearing for King.
Offensive
charge,
foul.
it goes the other way. Offensive foul. The ball belongs to Illinois.
Clemens doing a good job of getting there and getting set as King was on the breakaway. The other end, everybody wanted goaltending, but that's that athletic ability of the Wolverines. Play was open, looked like they had a wide open layup. But when you have people like Riley and Weber, they're going to erase those mistakes. And that's what they did that time. Blocked one on the left side, and then the follow-up, they got a piece of that also.
This is a team that came in with 78 block shots, 35 from Weber alone. 47-37 Michigan.
And that has an effect on your next possession. There you see the double and almost triple team on Deon Thomas.
Clemens was trying to make a pass before he had the ball, and he gets a break. Michigan loses it out of bounds back to Illinois.
Lou Henson wanting to be strong with the ball.
Lou Henson said yesterday that if Michigan comes to play and puts all elements of the game together, there are going to be a lot of people that have trouble with this team. And right now, Michigan with a stretch of road games, and this Michigan team has to play at Indiana early next week.
Tuesday night.
Clemens with the catch at the baseline from heavy traffic, clears it out. Everybody expected him to go up. 1 second on the shot clock, and Michigan gets the ball on the clock violation.
Well, the play before that, they claimed that Michigan had simply knocked it out of bounds. No one had, really, the ball did not change hands, so they didn't have a fresh 45 to work with. And the Illini end up turning it over as we get to the 10-minute mark.
10 minutes left in the second half. 47-37 Michigan. Riley to Rose at the three-point line. Rose with a step on Wheeler, shoots over Wheeler. And the volley, Weber for Riley. And the baseline jump goes.
Ray Jackson.
Jackson with his first basket. He averages 5.5 points a game, but he found the opening and canned the shot. 49-37 Michigan.
Good job by Chris Weber getting his team a second opportunity with the offensive rebound. They swing the ball to the wide open Jackson.
Taylor and Clemens are the guards. Bennett, Thomas, and Wheeler play on the front line for Illinois. Wheeler popping out to take the pass.
Coming over to double Deon Thomas every time he catches it inside.
Nice save by Taylor on the sideline. Now Clemens for Bennett, open, but short with his shot. Taylor will bring it back out for Wheeler, who tries a three. Wheeler has 13. A 9-point lead and a foul on Riley. And that's 4 fouls on Riley.
Foul against Michigan, number 40.
Riley with 4, Bosco with 4. The same story for Juwan Howard.
Against the Wolverines.
That was a problem last week in the loss at Minnesota. And Fisher is concerned over on the sideline.
He goes back to Juwan Howard, and he's checking in right now. Riley will leave.
42.
Howard in, Riley out with 9:01 left in the second half and a 9-point game. And Wheeler, a very good free throw shooter on the line.
Well, Michigan got it up to 12, their largest lead of the second half. And Wheeler knocked in a 3. Now he hits this first of 2 free throws.
Wheeler is 5 for 5 from the line, 14 points.
Every time Michigan looks like they're going to break away, the Illini put a little run together and get it back to a reasonable level, keep themselves in a ball game.
That's 15 points from the Illini. They managed to be in all 4 Big Ten games so far, winning the first one in overtime over Purdue, and then dropping games to Michigan State and Iowa. Good pass inside for Rose. He got the shot away, and Taylor argues that Rose used the off arm to open up the shot.
Brooks Taylor coming close, I think, to picking up a tee that time. Really frustrated with a call. Rose beat him to the spot, goes up inside, and he claims that he was pushed off with Jalen Rose's right arm.
Rose is 4 for 7 from the free throw line and has 2 shots here. He has scored 8 today. A 7-point lead for Michigan, and a change in the Illinois lineup. Taylor out, Michael in. Tom Michael, a sophomore from Hoffman, Illinois. One more shot for Jalen Rose. Season best 34 against Iowa, averaging 19-9. Only 8 points today for Rose.
Well, same is true at the other end with Tom Michael getting 20 in his last 3 ball games with just 5 points in this one.
That's right, 20 against Purdue, Michigan State, and Iowa. An 8-point lead with Illinois on the attack. Michael scores.
All you had to do is talk about it. But that's his game right there as he popped to the open spot.
Well, why didn't you mention that about an hour ago? Tied up. Illinois' ball. Howard turned around and saw orange jerseys and got poked in the eye, I think.
He and Dion both from the Chicago area. He said he thought we were friends.
Here's what happened inside.
All these players know each other very well.
A 6-point game, Illinois with the ball trailing.
Wheeler and Michael down inside in that double team.
Inside for Thomas on the turnaround. 10 for Dion Thomas, and it's a 4-point game. With Illinois trailing by 10 many times, then 12 a couple of occasions. It's a 4-point game, and the crowd is in this game. Howard. And a foul on Illinois inside. The foul is on Wheeler reaching in. That's his 3rd.
It's one of the complications you have when you have that great big guard on the floor as far as Illinois is concerned. Rose has a nose for the basketball, and you really have to keep him off the boards. He does an excellent job of getting a second shot for his club. Went up with a little half hook, and he'll shoot 2.
And this is the closest Illinois has been since 5:49 left in the first half when it was a 24-20 game. Good concentration by Rose. He has 10 points.
This guy plays with a lot of confidence.
6 out of 10 from the free throw line for Rose today. 11 for Jalen Rose. And we have a break in the action from Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois. Michigan 52, Illinois 46. More Big Ten basketball coming up after this.
Bud Bowl 4 is right around the corner. And if you have a ticket, you could win $1 million cash.
I get movie tickets, I get concert tickets, I get a speeding ticket. Will I get a Bud Bowl ticket?
You'll find your ticket where you buy Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry Draft beer.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. What are you waiting for?
I'm going.
Pick up your ticket at a participating store, and you just might be a winner. Bud Bowl 4, this time it's for $1 million.
Long before Scottie Pippen was chosen for the USA basketball team,
Hey, Pippen, Mark. Look, that's Big Harold. Want to play? Yeah.
he had to prove himself here. He knew he could count on his friend, Ronnie Martin.
Now, Scotty.
AT&T salutes all of our Olympic hopefuls and everyone who helped them get this far.
Hey, Scotty, those guys at the Olympics going to be tough.
Why? Did they sign Big Harold?
Hi, you reached Riley Real Estate. Just leave a message at the tone and we'll get right back to you. Hi, you reached Riley Real Estate. Just leave a message at the... Hi, you reached Riley Real Estate. Hi, you reached Riley. Hi, you reached.
Cellular One with 3 locations to serve you better.
But Bill Hoskett, I'm John Rooney. It's a 52-46 Michigan lead with 7:49 left in the second half. And the crowd is making some noise now, Bill. And on 2 or 3 occasions, it looked like this game was over. It looked like Michigan building a 12-point lead, but go ahead and put it away. But Illinois just keeps hanging around, and now it's a 6-point game.
Well, they certainly have. And where Michigan has been strong is down inside. 8 offensive rebounds in the ball game for the Wolverines. That's one of their strengths with that good athletic ability. They lead the boards 29-16 so far in this one. And Illinois, through 3 games,
and Illinois has
the leading rebounding team in the league. There you look at the production off the bench. Of course, T.J. Wheeler has 15 points.
11 in the second half, and that's a season high for Wheeler, who loses the ball. Wheeler scored 14 against Washington and Illinois Chicago. He has 15 today. Rose says something to Juwan Howard and slows the pace. Michigan came in here, Bill, feeling it needed this win badly, and that's the understatement of the year because Indiana is ahead on the schedule at Bloomington Tuesday.
Foul against the Illini, number 44.
That was a foul against Wheeler, his 4th.
Well, it seems like every game in this conference becomes a big game, but both of these clubs started the day at 1-2, so it obviously is a big game for both. The Illini not wanting to get beat at home, and Michigan wanting to pick up that road win, as you say.
Especially
after Bloomington with some confidence.
Especially after coming off a home loss to Purdue. 10 points for Bosco. That's his first point of the second half. He's a 47% free throw shooter, 57% from the field. 1 out of 2 from the line on this trip. A 7-point Michigan lead. Michael backs it out for Clemens, and the Illini reset. Coming down to 7 minutes left in the game. Wheeler for 3. He can't follow his shot. Weber knocks it away from Bosco out of bounds. Next Saturday on Raycom, Wisconsin travels to Michigan in our first contest at 12 p.m. Then at 2 p.m., Illinois will face Minnesota in Minneapolis. Great Big Ten action next week on Raycom. Michael from the baseline faces up with Rose and brings it out to Thomas. Back out to Clemens.
They've done a good job on Deon Thomas. He's only shot the ball 6 times.
And Thomas into the lane. And a blocking foul is called as Thomas couldn't get the shot to go.
Foul against Michigan, number 32, James.
And it's against Bosco, who fouls out of the game. He leaves at 6:39 to go.
He had 10 points and a couple of rebounds. Played a good floor game here today.
Replacing Bosco in the Michigan lineup will be number 14, Michael Talley.
Michael Talley started the game. He's back in, scoring 4 points in the second half.
So
Wheeler
Fisher,
leaves and Taylor's in.
Steve Fisher, excuse me, John, rotated a lot of people and finally loses one with 6:39 remaining. First person to foul out of the ball game.
Thomas, 8.7 points under his average. He has hit 5 free throws in a row.
And does not have a rebound in the ball game.
Deon with the miss. 11 points for Thomas. 6-point game. Michigan with the lead on the ball. Rose with the spin move. Couldn't get the shot to go down, but how about that?
Jalen Rose.
Super second effort by Rose.
Give him 13 today.
Stays in there with the long arms and just snakes down that rebound and puts it back up and in. He's a gamer. He wants it when the game's on the line. When it gets tight, he likes to take the shot.
And there's the difference in rebounding, 32-17 Michigan. Thomas with the catch, goes up strong and scores it.
Foul's going to go on Weber.
And that's 4 on Weber.
Number 4, Chris Weber. Number 4 on Weber. Deion Thomas at the line.
Thomas has 13. He'll shoot for number 14.
He's battled folks all day. This time he gets away from Howard and then takes it one-on-one against Chris Webber.
So quiet in Assembly Hall, but not after Thomas scores his 14th point to make it a 5-point game with 6 minutes to go. This is Talley. Jackson with the rebound. The pump fake, and he's fouled. It's fun to watch the game breakers play, Bill, like Jimmy Jackson at Ohio State, watching Glenn Rice at Michigan, and Steve Smith at Michigan State as he's moved on, so is Rice. I see that developing in Rose, wanting the ball, and another one in Bashan Leonard at Minnesota, calling for the ball, wanting the ball in game situations.
Well, a lot of guys can do it when you're 15 up or 15 behind, but when it gets a little tighter, the players come to play, and Rose is one of those.
Jackson didn't get the role he wanted. He's a 47% free throw shooter.
Great leaper, and he used that ability right there to Jackson coming from the weak side to get that rebound.
Here's one of the Fab Five freshmen from LBJ High School in Austin, Texas, seeing action in each game so far this season. He goes 1 for 2 from the line and has 3 points today. A 6-point Michigan lead with 5:44 and counting. Second half.
Time Deion Thomas and Bennett start up high. You've got Brooks Taylor and Tom Michael down inside screening for one another.
Deion Thomas from the high post working on Riley. Riley fouled him. Went right to Riley, and he's out of the game with 5:27 to play.
Foul against Michigan, number 42, Eric Riley.
So Steve Fisher, you see him doing some instruction along the bench.
That is the 5th personal on Eric Riley.
Now Michigan is over the limit of 10 fouls. 2 shots by Thomas. Riley did not score today.
That's right, after having a good offensive outburst for his ball club on the road a week ago in Minnesota. Thomas, good quickness, good first step. Riley just sliding to his left, but impeded his progress with the knees a little bit.
Thomas will shoot 2. 18 fouls, by the way, on Illinois. So Michigan is still in the 1-1. 15 points for Deion Thomas. So Boswell and Riley are gone. Howard and Webber have 4 each. McIver and King with 3. And Illinois with some foul trouble. Wheeler has 4, so does Taylor. Thomas hits 2 free throws and has 16. It's a 4-point game again, folks. Michigan with the lead and the ball. Howard for Jackson. 25 on the shot clock, coming down to 5 minutes left in regulation. Jump hook goes, and a beautiful shot by Howard. He has 13.
And he earned that one, really getting position inside without the ball, and stayed strong as he caught it in a range where he's very comfortable.
Taylor playing with 4 fouls, goes toward the baseline and is cut off by Jackson.
Young Michigan basketball team, but so many of these freshmen, all of them in fact, come out of very successful high school programs.
That's a shot for 3. It won't go. Deion Thomas.
That's his first rebound, and it was a big one.
18 for Thomas, back to 4 points. Jackson misses, and a foul. Michael with the foul, his first.
Foul against the Illini, number 32, Tom Michael. Number 2 on Michael.
In fact, that's the second foul on Michael and the 9th foul on Illinois. 2 shots for Jackson.
That's a long rebound and good stretch by Deion Thomas, going up with both hands and then showing his great quickness as he sneaks along the baseline and gets the little layup inside.
Makes that basket we just saw a moment ago that much bigger with that miss.
T.J. Wheeler. He'll replace Tom Michael.
The play before to put him up by 6. There was Howard with that good established position. And then he's so comfortable with that little jump hook from outside the lane area.
2 misses for Jackson, and the ball's tipped in by Weber.
What a set of hands, backwards.
14 for Weber. And a 6-point lead for Michigan.
Those are the things you don't coach.
You don't have to. You sit back and enjoy it.
That's right.
Wheeler with the catch, and Rose is on his back, no call. Out to Taylor. Really wasn't looking for the pass. Taylor all the way in. He gets the basket. Or do they wave it off? No basket. Let's see.
Did he release it in time? Brooks Taylor. Real close.
Phil Bova is going to ask Sid Rodeheffer if the basket counts. They're waiting to see. It's a 1-and-1 for Rose coming up for Michigan.
If they're going to count, if they're going to shoot a 1-and-1, is what Sid Rodeheffer is telling Phil Bova.
But the basket is not on the scoreboard.
Now Sid is calling both coaches in to explain what the call is going to be.
And we'll take a look at the play in a moment.
Now obviously they're going to count the basket, because if you can read Steve Fisher's lips, he said, hey, you called no basket.
And they had indicated 1-and-1, but both teams are over the 10 fouls, so it's 2 shots the rest of the way for the remaining 3:44 in regulation.
My guess at this point, that basket's going to count.
Now Sid Rodeheffer is telling the scores table his call, his decision. And Phil Bova talks to Steve Fisher. The scoreboard shows 60-56. They just put the basket up on the scoreboard.
The personal foul against Brooks Taylor.
The foul is on Taylor.
But give him the bucket. Illinois gets caught.
And Taylor gets the basket. He has 7 points and is fouled out of the game.
Jalen Rose coming over to help out. The release up above and the contact down below.
Give Brooks Taylor the basket, but also give him his 5th personal foul.
So Taylor fouls out with 7 points, leaving at 3:44 left to play.
Shooting
2 shots for Jalen Rose. Rose has scored 13. 13 today for Juwan Howard. Weber has 14. It's a 4-point game. The second shot's in play at 3:44 left in regulation. Bennett and Thomas had the inside tracks on the lane, hoping for a rebound. Rose with the miss, and Wheeler lost the ball. Saved by Ray Jackson of Michigan. A big play for the Wolverines.
Heck of a play by Jackson on a missed free throw. One of those things that you kind of assume that you're going to come out of there with.
60-56 is the score.
He wanted the basketball more than Illinois, and he comes out with it. Michigan now working the clock.
A 4-point lead for the Wolverines with 3:15 and counting. 16 on the shot clock. Rose. And the long rebound. Thomas, but he put it right in the hands of Howard. It's out of bounds. Thomas went out of bounds going over into the band.
We have a timeout on the floor.
And a timeout on the floor with 3:06 to go in regulation. Michigan by 4. It'll be Michigan's ball when we come back. Stay with us.
In trying to make an artistic statement, one should be careful not to let one's personal aroma do the talking. In order not to offend the critics, I recommend Right Guard Sport Stick. It provides maximum protection and the freshest scents, a sublime palette of odoriferous emanations. After all, a true artiste should be remembered for his inspiration, not his perspiration. Right guard sports stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
We asked California artist Ed Lister to give us his impressions of the all-new 1992 Buick Skylark, to capture the lyrical lines, the liquid flow, the dash of flair, and above all, the quality that makes this the Buick of its class. Did he capture Skylark? Decide for yourself. But one thing's for certain, Skylark is the Buick that will change a lot of impressions about Buick.
When you practice conservation tillage to help protect the environment, you need the outstanding flexibility and proven effectiveness of Prowl herbicide. Applied pre-emergence or in early post-tank mixes, Prowl controls your toughest grasses and broadleaf weeds. You save money too, up to 25% over other treatments. Prowl works like clockwork all season long. Get Prowl at your local Cyanamid Agri-Center dealer.
Here's a great effort by Deon Thomas trying to go after this loose ball. Clearly steps over the inline as he makes the save. You got to say thank you for the effort, but look where this basketball goes. This is why when you save it, you try not to put it back in your own end. Howard would have had to clear Dunker the slam inside. As it stands, there's 3:06 remaining, and it's 60-56. Michigan with the lead and the ball.
That's Bill Hoskett. I'm John Rooney. Talley was open inside, cut off by a double team, poked away by Michael. Here comes Clemens leading the fast break, and out of bounds off Clemens to Michigan.
Jackson back trying to recover. Got a little piece of the ball. And out it went off of Clemens' knee.
Now Michigan will work for a good shot and work some time off the clock. Leading by 4 with 2:40 left in regulation. Jackson's open at the point. The passer's up the shot. Weber, another terrific catch. The follow won't go for Howard, and in the volley there's a foul on Illinois' Michael. But Michael, that's his third.
32, Tom Michael.
Weber with good quickness takes it across to the other side, puts it up. Howard keeps it alive, and then there you see the big mid of Weber coming in with the left hand. He's fouled on the tip.
14 points, 15 rebounds today for Chris Weber. Weber only a 51% free throw shooter, and that was his first of the day. His second shot's in play at 2:28 to go. He closes in on his season average. He missed them both, and Bennett rebounds.
Bennett was not going to let that one become a free ball as he really grabbed it with both hands, getting up high.
And for the fourth game in the Big Ten, Illinois is right in the thick of it, trailing by 4. 2 minutes to go. Michael for 3. Count it.
Michigan has never trailed.
And it's a one-point game now, with the crowd making some noise at Assembly Hall. 1:47 and counting. Michigan wants a timeout and gets it. And we'll take a break with 1:44 to go. Michigan leads by 1. Michigan with the ball. A 3. Cuts it to 1 by Tom Michael, who has 10 points.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when we thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did. They even brought their own music.
Awesome! Hey, fellas, how about a cold bud?
A bud? Obviously, we thought alike.
Oh, that's cold.
That's life.
You guys around next week? Not me. I'm off to State College on Saturday. You're still going? That's great. What about
your dad's surgery.
Hey, the bills and stuff. No problem.
He had some extra insurance to help pick up the bills.
Aflac Supplemental Insurance helps close the gaps in your health insurance, like deductibles and co-payments. Aflac lets life go right on, and that's the peace of mind you want. Aflac, insuring over 35 million people worldwide.
Here's the shot that cut the lead to 1.
Well, Michael leads the conference in three-pointers. Little brush screen out on top. Then he'll just step out, get his feet set. There's the miscommunication right there. His tally kept coming. Rose not quite there in time.
Back to live action now with Michigan leading by 1. 1:39 to go in regulation, in control of the ball. Jackson from the wing. Howard out high. This is Talley inside Clemens. He got a hand on the ball, but the shot won't go for Jackson. But saved by Talley out to Rose. A new 45-second clock in 1:23 and counting. Weber out front. He has scored 14 today. 28 on the shot clock, 1:09 on the game clock.
This is where that shot clock position might come into play for Michigan players. It's right on the scoreboard to their left.
It's not on the baskets here. Weber with the rebound and the follow. 16 for Chris Weber, a 3-point lead for Michigan. And a huge trip down the floor for Illinois. Lou Henson wants to talk about it.
Big time play by Chris Weber.
And you see the time remaining in the game, 45.7 seconds. A 3-point lead for Michigan. Illinois' ball when we come back.
Buick introduces the new Supercharged Ultra for 1992. With 20% more power. 205 horsepower to be exact. Ultra truly ranks among the world's finest luxury performance sedans. The new 1992 Supercharged Ultra from Buick, the new symbol for quality in America.
5, 6, 7, and come on, you can do it. 6, 7, again. 6, 7, 8.
After making it on Broadway, some of the finest entertainers around go off-Broadway. They appear on Norwegian Cruise Line. No other cruise line offers such entertainment. Norwegian Cruise Line, the best vacation you've ever had. Plus,
Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois. Inside the last minute of regulation, 45.7 seconds left. With Bill Hoskett, I'm John Rooney. Big Ten basketball today going right down to the wire. Michigan led by as many as 12 points.